shit, you know.
Let me ask you this, Coach. Why do you think society favor women?
Well, they should be favored. To be fair, they're weaker. You know what I'm saying? Like they're smaller, they're weaker, they're not as quick-witted. They don't have longevity in the workplace. Like they ain't gonna work for 60, 70, 80 years like we gonna work, you know. They don't provide. Now they're trying to make us believe that they do all of these things, but they don't. I mean, overwhelmingly, the statistics prove that they bow out of the workplace when it gets tough. They don't hold on to careers. Their income potential plummets. You got the pay gap. They're trying to fix all of that so that we look at them as they're able to handle their own, but they can't. Overwhelmingly, they're the victims of social violence. They can't defend their home if somebody came in. They can't defend themselves on the street. So, yeah, I mean, there should be ways where we look out for them because look, there's children, women, and then men.
Right.
Like that is the order.
Right.
But the problem comes in when you throw in feminism and then saying we should defend them. Like, which one is it?
Right. Women shouldn't be in the women category. They should be in the children with tits category.
I mean, look, and for all intents and purposes, that's what it is. I mean, they're basically elevated children because you know, there's always going to be exception to the rule. There's always going to be, listen, I know many women that can kick a lot of these dudes' ass up in the comment section right now. So there's always going to be that woman. But the majority of them, you grab them by the wrist, they done. You know what I'm saying? Like it's over. So they should be protected. There should be protection model. But then when you throw in feminism and I'm equal and I can do what you do and I'm going to take your job. And then you go, all right, how do we treat them? Where do we treat them last? And that's where the confusion lies.
Right. Let me. What I think, and I'm gonna see if you what you think about this, Coach. Every law that's passed is passed. The politicians pass laws that they think gonna get them reelected.
Yeah,
we already know that women are the majority now, and it's only gonna get worse because they live longer than men. It's just the way it is, right? Also, men commit more felonies, which prevent you from voting and stuff like that until you get it. So a lot of these politicians, I think, cater to, women as in with the laws passing because they know that's the biggest voting block.
Yep.
So I think that when they pass a lot of the laws, they just going with who they think is going to get them elected.
Right. Well, when you know that, like if you break that down, it makes sense.
Right.
It's not that the politicians are favoring women because they're women. They're favoring them because they're going to get them voted in. They're showing up to the polls 60%. 60% to men's 39 to 40%.
Right.
So when the laws are going to be getting passed, like men are never, just so you know, men, okay, you guys, these, especially blue pill, Democrat simp men. Okay. I don't care who you vote for, but just realize as a man, you ain't never getting nothing passed in your favor.
Right.
From here on out.
Nope.
The minute you sided with that, yeah, sure, we could have a woman in, and sure, we can do this, and sure, we can do that, and sure, we can let these people do this. The minute you did that, you have now put yourself in last place. Okay?
Right.
Now, if you don't mind being last place, have at it. But I do mind because the long-term effects of this is important for everybody to understand. Men will never get a damn thing passed in their favor from here on out in the United States. The majority of the voters are women. And not only that, they're getting more women in the Senate, more women. And listen, it is what it is, but don't think you're getting any favor in the family court. And when you get bent over for child support, guess what? You're going to have to take that L.
Right. Let me get some of these super chats, Coach. Free Agent Bates, appreciate the super chat, brother. C-Swear, appreciate the super chat. Home Builder, appreciate the super chat. Appreciate all the super chats, brothers. All right, so let me ask you this, Coach. What do you think we can do to get things more fairly for us men, or do we just have to just take it? Do we just have to just bend over and just take it? What do you think? Make more YouTube videos? What are we? Is we just doomed, or is it just nothing we can? Is out our hand. We ain't got the numbers.
We ain't got the numbers. So man, when you're in a fight that's fair and when you're in a fight that's not fair. We're in an unfair fight. Okay, right. We're in an unfair fight. We don't have we don't have the media, we don't have the politicians, we don't have the jurisdiction, we don't have the police, there's nothing we can go to but ourselves. This is why our message is exploding, because men are finding out you ain't got nobody but yourself.
Right.
You call the police on your woman beating you up, they taking you to jail. That's just how it works.
Right.
So when I made it the free agent lifestyle, it was to say, men, we kind of lost favor everywhere. You're on your own. Okay.
Right.
You're on your freaking own. If you want to go in there and try to fall in love and all that shit, well, hey, have at it. But when you do, you realize that they got the advantage. So there ain't no more voting this out. I think, there was a politician that we had in recently that gave us a little bit of hope as a male because he was more masculine. And a lot of men identify with that. He was the last hope, if there was any hope. Everybody else now is in there, they beta as hell. And they don't give a damn about men at all. And they've proven that. So, yeah, are we doomed? Hell yeah. The only way we get this back is if there's a economic collapse of epic proportions, right? Where everybody got to really understand what their role are. We got close to that with this virus, okay? Where people lost their jobs and all that stuff. But now it's kind of going to get back on track. If there's a world war, that would be the other thing where women would have to go out and fight. And you're going to see them go, oh, no, we're women. Right. That would be the only possibilities. A deadly virus was what I thought at first, but I thought we had that, but we didn't have that 100%. But that's it.
When did you think things started changing in the dating game, Coach? What time did you think that you seen a shift? I think I know in my head exactly around the time I saw a great shift.
Yes.
When did you think you saw that change?
2012. Instagram, Snapchat, Kik, Facebook, WhatsApp, Tinder. All right. That changed the game, and it's going to change it for the next 200 years. Yes. So, that before that, for men that didn't date before that, you don't realize how much of it was a little easier. There was still BS.
Yeah, right? Still BS. Yeah.
Still BS.
Right.
But
it was
the lengths of the advantage that women have now. Instagram in 2011 and Tinder in 2012, that changed it to the point where we are now.
What happened was around that time you said, Coach, what happened was guys like me and you who had balls to approach women.
Yeah,
we had it. It's a lot of guys who don't even got balls to approach women, choosing signals or not. It's a lot of guys who just, and so me and you, we had our pickings because a lot of guys just don't got the balls to approach. Anyway. They'll send an Instagram DM, right? They'll send a message on Tinder. They'll send a message on Bumble. But if they was to see a girl that was hot at the gas station, they would not. Now that woman is getting 500 messages a day.
Yep.
When before she wouldn't even get, nobody would even speak to her because everybody was afraid of her.
Ugly women we're talking about too. I mean, very marginal looking women have fan bases now.
Right, exactly. So what y'all seeing now is you seeing guys who got their shit all the way together and still having issues with women. Got your shit all the way together, guys. And there
was a point where you could, what I call aim low and hit and be okay. Like you could get a 6 and be like, all right, she ain't never gonna do nothing. You know what I mean? Like you can't do that now. You can't even get a 4 and not think that she ain't out there getting her back blown out by other guys. And here's the deal. It normalized things for women too, but it normalized the 6-pack ab guy. It normalized the rich guy and gave her access to him. It gave her access to him. So now this woman thinks everybody got 6-packs and fancy cars. They don't. But there's access to them. This woman now has access to that guy, which she never did.
Right, exactly. What do you think men can do to control their lust for women, Coach?
Oh, stop following these people on social media. I don't know. I don't follow too many booty models and that. Every now and then, like people that follow me, I'll see some woman and I'll click and see her profile. I see all kind of people that follow me, follow her. I'll be like, damn, y'all follow all the booty models.
Right.
But I think that you guys got to realize the women that are doing this constantly are professionals. They are literally have a fan base and you're lusting after them and you'll never have a chance at this woman.
No,
you will never have a chance to get that woman unless you got her in an environment where you had control over the status.
Right. Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're in a work environment and she just happened to work there or her cousin works there.
Right.
I've had that with a high level Instagram model where I trained her cousin. Okay. I trained her cousin in sports and she just happened to be there, dropped her off one day. So this woman had a big following on Instagram, but I got in there because I was in a status position.
Right.
That would have, if I DM'd her, it would have never happened. Never happened. But it just happened to happen in that situation. But I would tell you guys, man, why follow all of that shit? That's like following Lamborghinis. You got following like 10,000 Lamborghini pages, and your ass ain't done nothing on your purpose. Right. You ain't never gonna be on no Lamborghini. So just delete it.
Exactly, Coach. Exactly. Another thing about that, what Coach just said, he approached that woman. Another thing too, guys, is the most attractive thing that a man got is his confidence. And Coach approaching that hot woman, that turns her on, because she, even though we living in this age, she's still gonna get a whole bunch of messages online, and nobody still would approach her in real life.
Exactly.
So Coach doing that, he showed confidence. I'm telling you guys, he showed confidence. Now, there's a difference between going up to a woman and throwing shit to a wall and hoping some stick. And it's a woman can tell when you making a real confident approach and when you just like, what I got to lose.
Right.
You know? Yeah. What I got to lose. It ain't no big deal. A woman can tell when you just like, you don't really think you can do it, but you like, hey, might as well just take a chance.
Yeah.
Opposed to a man that comes up and she could tell he's really like, he really think he like on my level. This. You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
And most of the time, I'm telling you, like younger guys, like I was an older guy, and this girl was like 22. So, in that situation, again, the status level, I was the king at that moment. She's bringing her cousin to me to work out. So she looked at me like, oh, this person's a somebody. And in that environment, it worked.
Right.
Now, if it was just, you know what I'm saying, I saw her at the grocery store, it might have been different because oh, that's my coach at the grocery store. So that might have been different. But at that moment, the status and the power lied in me. That person was bringing them to me. So it was kind of like, hey, what's up? You know, I saw she had a fatty. She had what's up?
He co-signed you.
She co-signed me.
Yeah,
but
that's it.
You guys got to realize another strategy is you got to know women. You got to have women in your, if you really wanted to, and I don't talk about this too much on my channel, but I know a lot of female friends that, you know, they close the gap in between your conversations with women. They actually lead you into the conversation. But if your ass running around by yourself all the time, standing in the corner, you know what I'm saying, eyeballing women, looking like you crazy as hell, nothing's going to happen. They're going to look at you like a crazy ass stalker. So it's good to know other women that can lead you in the conversation.